আমি একটা বেল মতো থাকে ওটা আমি ভিটোস্কোপ মতো কাজ করে তো মেইনলি হচ্ছে স্টেথোস্কোপ or second Doppler or third হচ্ছে this and USG also USG we can do also. So basically we normally if this is not available we in OPD this is not available you have to monitor fetal heart rate either you will use stethoscope or Doppler but that is only intermittent obviously you can't monitor continuously that's why this instrument is there cardiotocography for continuous monitoring okay so when you are monitoring by stethoscope or Doppler, you have to monitor at least for 60 seconds. That means 1 minute complete. You have to count the fetal heart sound. Or when you have to especially hear the sound when patient comes to visit you or in labor room if when contraction occurs before contraction and after contraction fades away. That's the main point where you have to auscultate because in Indian scenario, obviously patient load is more. You can't use CTG in every patient's. You will need individual machine for every patient. That is not possible in Indian scenario. So you have to do the category wise in which patient you will do a CTG, in which patients you will just monitor by stethoscope, in which patient you will use Doppler because Doppler machine is also limited. So mainly monitoring is during after contraction passes away or if you can monitor during contraction also you can monitor but mainly after contraction passes away. So how you monitor fetal heart sound if inpatient comes to you in labor she has just started having labor pains so we are today doing studying what fetal heart rate monitoring how you will monitor so have you seen OPD how we monitor fetal heart sound or in IPD হ্যাঁ নর্মাল জিনিস বলো আগে abnormal পড়ে stethoscope and you can use Doppler okay Doppler handheld Doppler have you seen in OPD these are the two instruments basically used and fetoscope also used or one machine is cardiotocography machine that is used to plot this graph cardiotocograph okay so in first we will study the normal manual of what we do by stethoscope or Doppler we monitor mainly after contraction passes away in normal patient when patient comes in labor just labor pain has started so you will monitor every 30 minutes okay fetal heart sound patient went into first stage of labor then you will monitor every 15 minutes in this is I'm saying of high risk patient and in uh, second stage every 5 minutes that is very what troublesome to monitor every 5 minutes even especially during contraction when contraction is occurring very frequently so but because CTG can't be applied to every patient so we have to monitor like this is for normal stethoscope or Doppler or in Indian scenario because this is not possible because manpower is staff is also short so we can modify this in low risk patient you can monitor in first stage every 30 minutes and in second stage every 15 minutes fetal heart sound what you have to see uh, if there is any bradycardia what you can especially see in just hearing the sound just for 60 seconds you can just see the what is the rate this is 110 or 130 or 140 and if there is any bradycardia or tachycardia at instance in 1 minute you can monitor only this only if there is bradycardia or tachycardia or if you are suspecting any bradycardia or tachycardia then you can monitor for some more time 2 minutes 3 minutes or 5 minutes but for continuous monitoring, when you are suspecting that this is a high risk case, she will require CTG or she will require continuous monitoring, then you will switch over to CTG, cardiotocography. Why name is cardiotocography? Cardio means heart rate, toco means contraction, uterine contraction. Okay, so cardiotocography. This is cardiotocograph, and that machine Have you seen CTG machine? One small box is 10 seconds. The horizontal is showing you the time. Okay, this is 10 seconds. And going on to vertical, vertical is showing you the beats per minute, fetal heart rate. Okay, here it is 90, here it is 120. Take 100, 110, 120. That
One
means
box,
one
10.
one box is
10
showing
beats.
10 beats per minute. So this is actually a normally normal CTG machine. This is 5. Okay, because 5, I will tell you later why 5 beats per minute term is very important. Here it is 10 beats per minute for one small vertical. Okay, vertically showing beats per minute. The vertical beats per minute it is showing, and horizontally showing the time. So one small box is equal to 10 seconds, and one vertical box is equal to 10 beats per minute. 10, 10, you can remember. This is a plotted graph of CTG machine over here, what we have in the labor room. One CTG machine is there. This is plotted from that graph. And this actual patient, it was plotted, but she was not in labor. She was around 34 to 36 weeks. That's why there are approximately no contractions. Okay, so normally CTG, what we do is in during normally we do CTG during labor. Okay, in high risk cases, whatever I told you, it is done in high risk cases. Okay, so or especially during labor, the contractions are there. How many contractions are in 1 minute, you have to see that. Okay, sorry, 10 minutes. Normally good contraction, we say 3 contractions per 10 minutes. Okay, or mild contraction, 1 or 2 contraction per 10 minutes. So 10 minutes means you have to see how many 10 big boxes. 10 big boxes, you have to count the contraction. Okay, acha, this is the contraction, this is fetal heart rate, this is uterine contraction. This is obviously horizontal is the time and vertical is the mmHg. Okay, when later on we will get more CTG from this machine, we will show you the contraction later on. But in this, there is absolutely no proper contraction. This is just a spike, just uterine normal contraction variation is there. That is only, this is not proper contraction. This will not be called as contraction. Achha, where is the fetal movement? I told you now there are 3 mass uses mainly. One is for fetal heart sound, one is for uterine contraction, one is for fetal movement. Where is fetal movement? Yes, very good. This is fetal movement. I was saying this one. Okay, one small box. This is 1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute. This is 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. 3 centimeter per minute is the speed. Okay. 3 centimeter per minute is the speed. Okay, so this is 60 seconds. 1 minute means 60 seconds. This is 20 seconds. So that means one small box is 10 seconds. And vertical, this is 90. This is 120, 90, 100, 110, 120. So one small vertical box is 10 beats per minute. Okay, this is for uterine contraction. Here there is no proper contraction, so we will not be able to tell. So in contraction, you have to see mainly 2 things: how long the contraction is lasting and what's the frequency of the contraction. Okay, or and here it is fetal movement. She was able to perceive only one fetal movement over here, but normally it can be 2 3. Normally it is 2 3. Okay, it is ওটা নেই তো এমনি প্লটিং এর সময় হয়েছে ভুল করে, কিন্তু দিস ইজ দ্য মেইন fetal movement. Okay, acha, ebar what you have to see, main you have to concentrate over here only. Okay, uterine contraction, you will not be asked major questions in uterine contraction, but you have to correspondingly see the fetal heart rate when there is uterine contraction, and how the fetal heart rate is varying according to the uterine contraction. Okay, so in fetal heart rate, we see there are mainly 4 parameters we see. First is the baseline. Okay, or basal heart rate, or baseline. That is the average mean fetal heart rate. Like here it is approximately 140. This mean is 140. Okay, yeah, this is going up and down, but mean is, it is basically staying on 140 part. So basal heart rate is 140. And then second is beat to beat variability. Beat to beat variability. Okay, so what is the variability? This is going up and down, up and down. This is the variability. This is not a straight line. This is going up and down. They're varying with every passing second. So that is known as beat to beat variability. That is normally 5 to 25 beats per minute. That's why I was telling कि 5 beats per minute normally होता है, ठीक है, vertical square का. But here in this graph it is 10 beats per minute per small square. So you have to see beat to beat variability. At least it should lie between 5 to 25. Less than 5 है और अप्रॉक्सीमेटली स्ट्रेट लाइन ही हो जाएगा या जस्ट हल्का होगा, और मोर देन 25 ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, ठीक है. तो बीट बीट रेंज, नॉर्मल रेंज इज 5 to 25. अच्छा, थर्ड थिंग इज एक्सेलरेशन. एक्सेलरेशन, what is a normal acceleration? It should be rise in the fetal heart rate at least more than 15 beats per minute lasting for more than 15 seconds. Okay, so here we can see one acceleration over here. Okay, this is horizontally, this is 10 seconds. So we will add this and this, so it will be around 15 seconds. Okay, this is 15 seconds and this is 10 beats per minute. Adding this and this part, it will be 15 beats per minute. So this is one acceleration. Okay, there is there is one proper deceleration over here and one proper acceleration over here only. Okay, you will be passed on. At last I will pass this. So acceleration should be for 15 beats per minute. यहाँ पे उधर का देख लेना तुम लोग ना, यहाँ पे देखो ये एक बॉक्स है, दैट मीन्स 10 बीट्स, और ये वाला ऐड करोगे, ये वाला ऐड करोगे तो अप्रॉक्स 15 बीट्स हो जाएगा. एंड टाइम हो जाएगा, ये 10 सेकेंड्स हुआ, इसको ऐड करोगे तो 5 सेकेंड्स हुआ, तो 15 सेकेंड्स 15 बीट्स पर मिनट लास्ट करे. दिस इज प्रॉपर एक्सेलरेशन. एक्सेलरेशन शुड बी मोर देन 15 बीट्स पर मिनट एंड लास्टिंग फॉर मोर देन 15 सेकेंड्स. एंड for normal or reassuring CTG, at least 2 acceleration should be there. And last one is deceleration. Deceleration is the main important. 20 minutes. 2 acceleration should be there. Normally we plot for 20 minutes only, है ना. If any abnormality is there or we are not sure of the findings, then we can plot for 40 minutes. And if there is very high risk, then we can plot for 40 minutes, 50 minutes or 90 minutes even. And there is deceleration. Deceleration is the same thing, just opposite. There is dip or the fall in the fetal heart rate of more than 15 beats per minute and lasting for more than 15 seconds. So this is a deceleration. This is lasting for 20 seconds and this is approx 20 beats fall. So this is a deceleration. Okay, 2 boxes, 20 seconds, 2 boxes, 20 beats per minute. Okay. Achha, this is not troublesome. This deceleration is not actually troublesome. So how we will define ki what abnormality, what we will take it as abnormal. This is, I'm saying this is not totally abnormal. Okay. So there are different guidelines according to NICE or RCOG. We define the different grading. What is the reassuring, non-reassuring and abnormal. So 3 criteria are there basically. First is the reassuring, non-reassuring and abnormal. What is reassuring? Acha, what is the fetal heart baseline? What is the range, normal range? 110 to 160. This is the normal range. Okay, according to your NICE, 110 to 160. If the fetal heart rate is less than 110, that will be taken as bradycardia. More than 160 is tachycardia, fetal tachycardia. Okay, so this is the baseline. What is reassuring? Reassuring means ki fetal heart baseline is lying between 110 to 160. Base beat to beat variability is between 5 to 25. Acceleration are present, good. There no deceleration or there variable deceleration lasting for less than 10 minutes. Their deceleration are not lasting for more than 10 minutes and there are no late deceleration or no deceleration, prolonged deceleration. Okay, so no or early or variable deceleration, not lasting for more than 10 minutes. Not lasting for more than 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes last करेगा. ठीक है. नॉन रिश्योरिंग क्या हुआ कि इफ इससे कम हो जाएगा और इससे या तो इससे ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, किंतु लेस देन 110 होगा, तो इट विल बी लाई बिटवीन 100 to 110, तो 109 यहाँ पे कर देते हैं। और मोर देन 160 तो 161 to 180, और एबनॉर्मल में सेम वही होगा, लेस देन 100 और मोर देन 180, मतलब बिल्कुल ही तुम्हारा ब्रेडिकार्डिया होगा या टैकीकार्डिया होगा, ये बीच का है, इन दोनों के बीच का है। तो 100 to 109 तुम लोग ये मेमोरी के लिए बस करो, 100 to 110 और 160 to 180, ये याद रखो, ठीक है। बीच का जो आएगा इसमें आएगा। अच्छा, बीट टू बीट वेरिएबिलिटी में थोड़ा सा लेंदी है, तुम लोग को इतना याद नहीं रखना है, बट आई एम सेइंग, बट तुम लोग को इतना याद नहीं रखना है, तुम लोग को बेसिक बस याद रखना है। if variability is less than 5 beats per minute lasting for 30 to 50 minutes, okay, or more than 25 beats per minute and lasting for 15 to 25 minutes, इतना नहीं याद रखना तुम लोग को, थोड़ा सा वो है क्लमजी है। उसके बाद एबनॉर्मल में क्या आएगा, बीट टू बीट वेरिएबिलिटी का, इफ इट इज लास्टिंग फॉर ये बीट टू बीट वेरिएबिलिटी इज लेस देन 5 लास्टिंग फॉर मोर देन 50 minutes, और बीट टू वेरिएबिलिटी इज मोर देन 25 लास्टिंग फॉर मोर देन 25 minutes, ठीक है। और थर्ड इज sinusoidal pattern. Sinusoidal, I will tell you later on, sinusoidal pattern, okay. Wave pattern, yes, wave pattern. Or for deceleration, if variable deceleration is there, or lasting for, if there is fall of more than 60 beats per minute and lasting for more than 60 seconds, okay, more than 60 seconds means more than 1 minute, lasting for more than 1 minute, तो ये थोड़ा सा नॉन रिश्योरिंग हो गया, ठीक है। और lasting for more than 50% ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, मतलब जितने कॉन्ट्रैक्शन आ रहे हैं उससे ज़्यादा लास्ट कर रहे हैं। अच्छा, सबसे उससे पहले तुम लोगों को अर्ली और डिसलेशन बताना होगा। व्हाट इज, यहाँ पे कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट है क्या? तो व्हाट इज अर्ली डिसलेशन? अर्ली डिसलेशन मीन्स कि जो तुम्हारा डिसलेशन का पीक है, पीक नहीं मतलब उसको नाडिर बोलते हैं, जो डिसलेशन का नाडिर है दैट इज कोइंसाइडिंग विद द यूट्राइन कॉन्ट्रैक्शन पीक, ओके। So early deceleration is just a mirror image of the uterine contraction, early deceleration, but that means peak will nadir will coincide with the peak of the contraction, and when it the contraction wanes off, the deceleration comes back to normal, okay. This is early deceleration. What is variable deceleration? Variable deceleration, it has no relation to the uterine contraction, it can occur anywhere in the graph, okay, not related to uterine contraction. Special points of the variable deceleration are there ki there is always a acceleration before and after passing of the deceleration, okay. There are two acceleration before and after. That means ki fetus is doing fine, okay. That indicates the fetus is not in problem, it's doing fetus is doing fine, okay. अच्छा, अर्ली डिसलेशन कब होता है? हाँ ना, early deceleration occurs during contraction, so it was related to contraction, that there is due to head compression, is due to head compression mainly. When uterine contraction compresses the head, due to vagal response there is deceleration, okay. This is due to head compression. And variable deceleration, there can be many reasons. Variable deceleration, mainly it is due to cord compression, okay. When a cord compression is there, so variable deceleration is there. And there is a beat to beat variability in the deceleration also, okay, and it will not last for more than 1 minute normally, okay. If these are the good signs of the deceleration, that deceleration is not troublesome. So this is variable. Then we're coming to late deceleration. What is late deceleration? This is the uterine contraction. It comes during the after its peak comes after approx 20 seconds of the peak of the contraction. That means it has come, check, and This is the late. Its peak is not coinciding with the peak of the, its nadir is not coinciding with the peak of the contraction. And it will, when the contraction wanes off, it will comes back to normal automatically. Okay, this is late dissolution. What are the causes of late dissolution? Approximately, mainly fetal, placentofetal insufficiency. Okay, placental insufficiency, and that ultimately results in fetal acidosis only. So fetal insufficiency, placental insufficiency. Uh, what is the main mechanism over here? What happens whenever there is fetal placental insufficient? That means the blood supply is not going properly. So what happens to, or there is any distress? So what the fetus do? It tries to save the, because he is not getting proper oxygen, so it tries to save the whatever whatever oxygen is being supplied to it. The first response is decrease in fetal heart rate. It will decrease the extra work he is doing. So fetal heart rate will decrease, cardiac work will be decreased, cardiac consumption of oxygen will decrease. Okay, there is fetal heart rate decrease. Okay, and later on their release of catecholamines that can later cause increased fetal heart rate, but early first sign is decrease in fetal heart rate. Okay, and what happens, it tries to convert or divert the blood back to the brain is more vital. Okay, so they will fetus will try to conserve its blood or oxygen for the more vital structures. Okay, brain, heart are the vital structures, so it will divert all the blood to brain and heart, and but heart consumption also it decreases. And how it can also decrease the consumption? Because by decreasing the movement. That's why we tell the patient to, you have to monitor fetal movement. If there is decrease in fetal movements, that means ki, there is some abnormality going on. So fetal conserves or energy by decreasing its fetal movement, because whenever it will move any limb, obviously consumption will be more. The fetal movement decreases. These are the main mechanism why fetal heart rate decreases, why fetal movement decreases. ओके, तो लेट डिस्टिलेशन हो गया और तुम्हारा वेरिएबल डिस्टिलेशन हो गया. अब नॉन रेशोरी में क्या होगा कि वेरिएबल डिस्टिलेशन मोर देन 60 बीट्स पर मिनट फॉल करेगा एंड मोर देन 60 सेकेंड्स रहेगा, will last more than 60 seconds. It will be for more than 50% of the contraction, and it will be less than 30 minutes, last for less than 30 minutes. Okay, तो और लेट डिस्टिलेशन का भी सेम है. अगर नॉन रिशोरिंग में लेट डिस्टिलेशन आर प्रेजेंट, एंड इफ लेट डिस्टिलेशन आर प्रेजेंट इन मोर देन 50% कॉन्ट्रैक्शन एंड आर प्रेजेंट इन लेस देन 30 मिनट्स, तो दिस विल बी इन नॉन रिशोरिंग. एंड व्हाट इज एबनॉर्मल? एबनॉर्मल में तो ये तो पढ़ लिया हमने, दो बेसलाइन एंड वेरिएबिलिटी का. एबनॉर्मल में क्या आएगा कि अगर मोर देन 30 मिनट्स लास्ट कर रहा है कोई लेट डिस्टिलेशन, more than 50% contraction में last कर रहा है, या variable distillation is lasting for more than 30 minutes. And in variable distillation there are not good signs. What good signs I told you, कि there is acceleration, there is beat to beat variability is not there, there are no acceleration, or we call it as shouldering, and there is what we lasting for more than 60 seconds. That will be bad signs of variable distillation. And it will last for more than 30 minutes, late distillation or variable distillation, or there is single prolonged distillation lasting for more than 3 minutes, that will be called as abnormal only. Okay, तो अब इसके हिसाब से हम लोग डिसाइड करेंगे, that is CTG is normal or CTG is suspicious or CTG is pathological. Pathological we have to do something. अच्छा, नॉर्मल कब बोलेंगे? इफ वन ऑल फोर आर reassuring, all four signs are, that means ki four sign means ki this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4, or four signs are reassuring. Okay, suspicious means ki one non reassuring and rest reassuring. Okay, rest reassuring, only one non reassuring. Pathological means ki more than 2 non reassuring or even one abnormal, that will be pathological. So what we have to do when we see any suspicious or pathological CTG? First thing is, if you have to find out the cause why it is happening. If there is cord compression, so you can change the position of the patient. If there is contractions, if you see in the graph, there are many contractions, like there are 6 to 7 contraction in 10 minutes. That means there is hypertonicity, hyperstimulation. So if patient is receiving any oxytocin, you have to stop the oxytocin. Okay, if a patient has been given any anesthesia like epidural anesthesia, there can be deceleration, and so you will give hydration. You will give saline or crystalloids to increase the hydration. So you have to first, if you can stop the cause, you will stop the cause. If you can't, and this abnormal CTG is going on for more than 50 minutes or 90 minutes, then you have to take some big step. Like if patient is in labor, like she's 8 to 9 to 10 centimeter, you can apply forceps to deliver the baby. You can apply ventouse. If that can't be done, you can do cesarean section. But that is not, like if you are seeing just one and non-assuring, you will go for cesarean. That is not there. Okay, and one more important thing is, whenever there is fetal distress, it causes, what it causes, meconium stain liquor in many cases. So if we during labor, if we find out if meconium stain liquor is there, so we suspect surely there is fetal distress. If thick meconium is there, CTG is abnormal, so we will surely go for delivering or terminating the pregnancy then and there. Okay, Achha. Or why meconium stain liquor occurs? Because due to parasympathetic response, it causes dilatation of the inner sphincter and fast bowel movement. It causes release of meconium, and when in liquor there is meconium, when fetus is in distress, it will gasp for breath, and it automatically sometimes take the meconium. That is known as meconium aspiration. And when baby suffers from meconium aspiration, that is known as meconium aspiration syndrome. It acts like a toxin for the baby, because that's why whenever we see any meconium stained liquor, we will hurry for the delivery, or we will hurriedly go for cesarean section, because it is like a toxin. If by chance it aspirates the meconium, it will lead to your meconium aspiration syndrome, respiratory distress syndrome of the baby. Okay, or Acha, why we are doing CTG? To detect fetal distress early. Okay, mainly to detect the fetal distress early. Acha, what are the causes of fetal deceleration or fetal bradycardia? Hmm. Anemia is later on. Mainly anemia causes tachycardia. Okay, fetal acidosis, fetal hypoxia, any maternal medication or any infection, any what we fetal heart conditions, um, like in SLE, many baby suffers from fetal heart conditions. It can lead to fetal bradycardia and fetal tachycardia, as she already told, fetal anemia. Fetal or maternal anemia also can cause tachycardia, and some drugs can also cause tachycardia. And why beat-to-beat variability occurs? You have studied baseline. Why beat-to-beat variability occurs? Because it indicates that baby's parasympathetic and sympathetic system and cardiovascular system is working properly. Okay, so there is parasympathetic will be cause deceleration, and sympathetic will cause acceleration. Okay, so that means if variability, beat-to-beat variability is there, that means ki parasympathetic, sympathetic and cardiovascular system is working fine. और और कुछ बाकी रहा तुम लोग का? कोई बुक लाया है क्या? बुक है किसी पास? ग्राफ डीसी, ये तो देखा तुमने, जो लोग नहीं आए थे. CTG machine, this is CTG machine. Okay, these are the transducers, CTG machine. This is in labor room. Whenever we will go to labor room later on, I will show you. For fetal movement. This is for fetal heart rate, and this is for contraction. These are two for that is for twin maybe if required. अच्छा इसमें these are the acceleration I showed you earlier also. These are the acceleration. Okay, lasting for 30 seconds or 30 beats per minute. Okay, these are the acceleration. And these are the early deceleration. The peak is coinciding with the peak of the contraction. This is the early deceleration. Peak is coinciding with the peak of the contraction. Okay, this early deceleration, peak coinciding. Okay, and there is shouldering, acceleration before and after passing of the contraction. Okay, this is early deceleration, peak coinciding with the peak, and there is shouldering. This is called as shouldering, acceleration before and after passing of the contraction. This is variable. This is not related to contraction. These are the contraction. This is not related to contraction. This is variable. This is not related to contraction. Okay, and shouldering is there. This is not troublesome. And this is late. This is especially late. The peak occurs after the peak of the contraction. Nadir occurs after the peak of the contraction. This is late. Okay, nadir occurs after the peak of the contraction. This is late. And one is, this is prolonged. This is prolonged. Okay, if there is prolonged deceleration more than 3 minutes, that will straight away you should be suspicious there is very abnormal. When it can occur, prolonged deceleration, if there is any abrupt prolonged deceleration, if there is any abruption or fetometal hemorrhage, abruption in hemorrhage, it can occur. If there is any uterine rupture in posterior section cases, it can occur. Or there is any cord prolapse, it can occur. So if there is prolonged deceleration, you should be suspicious there is major abnormality. Okay, अच्छा और majority तो covered. और कोई confusion किसी को जिसको कुछ छूट गया हो? तुम लोग को बेसिकली reassuring, नॉन reassuring, abnormal टर्म्स जानना चाहिए. ठीक है, नॉर्मल, सस्पिशियस, पैथोलॉजिकल, इतना डिटेल्स नहीं जाना है. मेनली तुम लोग को ये सब पता होना चाहिए. अर्ली डिस्टिलेशन क्या होता है, लेट डिस्टिलेशन क्या होता है, एक्सीलेशन किसको कहेंगे, और व्हाट इज रिएश्योरिंग सीटीजी, वो पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है, और सीटीजी ग्राफ्स अभी नहीं है उतने अवेलेबल. जब आएंगे तो उस हिसाब से तुम लोग को दिखाया जाएगा. सब बाद में सब रिविजन होगा इसका. मेनली इतना डिटेल नहीं पढ़ाएगा, एटलीस्ट सीटीजी ग्राफ का पूरा रिविजन हो जाएगा. ठीक है, और एक बार सब देख लिया, सबने देख लिया, ग्राफ्स देख लिया, ध्यान से देख लो. यही प्रॉब्लम होता है लास्ट में. लेबर रूम है ना, यू आर इंटर्न एंड यू हैव बीन आस्क्ड कि 2 पेशेंट्स का सीटीजी करना है. तब तुम्हारे 20 पेशेंट्स में है 10 तो नॉर्मल है, दे आर जस्ट टर्म 39 वीक्स, सम आर 38 वीक्स इन लेबर, and 1 patient is given oxytocin, 1 patient is in preeclampsia receiving Maxelf, 1 patient is GDM uncontrolled on insulin, and 1 patient is meconium strained Liker. So in which patients you will apply CTG?
Oxytocin.
Meconium strained Liker, so you will go for delivery. You have only 2 CTG machine, preeclampsia. Major is your oxytocin, who is receiving oxytocin, and preeclampsia. GDM में उतना important नहीं है, obviously it is important, but you have to triage. Okay, so if you have been given 5 CTG, then you will apply in all the cases like GDM, preeclampsia, your oxytocin, patient is receiving oxytocin, and patient is having prolonged labor in that case also, and any just thin meconium is there, you can apply CTG. If there is thin meconium stain and there is reassuring CTG, you can wait. But if CTG is abnormal or non-reassuring and meconium stain is there, you have to deliver the baby.